Now this is Kirsty, who was the cook of this absolutely fabulous breakfast I've just had. Can I ask you, Kirsty, what is the difference between an English breakfast and a Welsh breakfast then?
So the Welsh breakfast, a lot of it is just locally sourced ingredients.
Yes.
And usually it's with a Welsh breakfast, it's with laverbread.
Ah.
That's main. So yeah, local Welsh ingredients and
Right.
laverbread.
Because I make a thing about this on the film about my breakfasts, because it's important that you have a really good feed in the morning, then you walk it off during the day. Now tell me, I'm going over to Camaes today.
Yeah.
And you were telling me what to expect. Can you tell me again what's
Yeah, so usually people say that the walk from Amlwch to Camaes is the hardest because of the terrain. It's very hilly and quite narrow in some places.
Yes.
But views-wise, you've got some of the best ones. You've got a place called the Brickworks,
Yes.
which is beautiful. And then recently people have been spotting porpoise,
Right.
as well as some dolphins.
Yeah.
And then just further on from Camaes, you've got a bay called Cemlyn,
Right.
which you've got a load of rare birds.
Yes.
They're all nesting. There's lots of seals there and some otters.
Wow.
So yeah.
That sounds brilliant.
Yeah.
That sounds brilliant. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you, and I enjoyed that breakfast. Now I'm coming back here tonight to watch the England match, so I'm going to be setting off from here again in the morning. So I'll be in for another breakfast tomorrow.
Okay.
It's been a pleasure to meet you, and thank you very much. And these
Thank
people as
you.
well.
That's mum and dad.
This is your mum and dad. Ah, well, right, okay, well that's right. And this young lady, what's your name?
Sophie.
Sorry?
Sophie.
Sophie, yeah, absolutely fabulous people. And this is something that I've discovered while I've been here. I went in the pub last night to watch the Belgium game, and the guys in the pub were like really friendly, and you know, I couldn't believe how friendly. And
Very good game as well.
yes, and the beer was only £2 a pint, which was
That's even better.
yeah, you know, so you know, but yeah, I'm really impressed with. I've only been on the island for 2 days, and I've met some great people already. So I've made a good start. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's Tuesday, the 3rd of July, and I'm just making my way out of Amlwch. Now I've learned how to pronounce it, and it's going to be a short day today. Well, shorter than yesterday, certainly. I did over 40,000 steps again yesterday. That's the second day on the trot I've done over 40,000 steps, which is near enough 20 miles. And an easier day for several reasons. One is I've been told by one or two people, you've just seen a young lady in the cafe explaining to me the beauty of the walk that's in front of me today. And if it's anything like yesterday, it'll be fantastic. It was absolutely incredible. And the other reason is tonight England play against Colombia, and I want to be there to watch that and be well rested up, have a little sleep this afternoon. I was tired yesterday, quite obviously, but it was an absolutely stunning walk. I really, really enjoyed it. Met some great people, and this really has brought me to life being here on Anglesey. You know, meeting everybody, such wonderful, nice, friendly people. It's a pleasure to be here. The weather's held out again. I'm having good luck with that. The forecast for the next fortnight is more of the same. I just can't believe this. I've never known a May and a June like this before. Incredible, incredible. So this is another couple of walkers I've met, and we're near Porthwen, and this is Steve.
Hi.
And this is Janet.
Hi.
And you're from Stockport.
We are from Stockport,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Okay, my daughter lives in Chorlton in Manchester, so
yeah,
it's
we
not
know
too far
Chorlton
away.
well.
Well, we're
Yeah.
from Manchester originally.
Yeah,
so,
I like
Devonshire.
Chorlton,
Stockport
it's great Chorlton, it's lovely.
Yeah.
So where have you been and where are you going then, Janet?
We are on our way now. We're doing a circular walk from Bull Bay. So we're headed back to Bull Bay now. We've just been via Porthwen Brickworks, which is very beautiful. It doesn't sound it, but it's actually very beautiful.
Yes.
And we're walking bits of the coastal path, 2 or 3 hours a day. Just really enjoying the weather and the scenery. It's gorgeous.
It certainly is. I mean, and you say you've been here before, Steve?
Yeah. First time we came, we stayed at Roscollin, which is near South Stack, which is absolutely fantastic. Then last year we stayed in Mulfra, which is a beautiful little town or village on the coast again, and this time we're in Camaes Bay.
Yes. Well, I mean, I can't believe how actual stunning it is, and the people are so friendly.
Gorgeous, yeah,
Aren't
really
they?
nice.
Yeah, I was in the village last night just watching the Belgium football match, and there was a lot of young lads in there, sort of teens
Yeah.
and 20s, and they were delightful. It wasn't
Yeah.
like in Grimsby where you've got to watch your back. No, I'm serious.
No,
you know.
no, it's not. You're right.
And I
It's
left my
very
video
friendly.
camera on the bar, and it was there all night. You couldn't do that in many places.
No,
And the thing
definitely
I
not.
really liked is the beer was only £2 a pint.
Oh, well, yeah.
So I'm going back
Bonus.
there tonight for the England game.
Why not?
Yeah, we've met lots of friendly people. A lot of people out walking the dog. That's the one
Yeah.
thing you're missing. You've got to have a dog if you're on Amlwch,
know,
I think.
yeah.
It's compulsory.
It's amazing the number of people you see with dogs, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, they're out
Yeah.
in swarms, aren't they?
Very
Yeah.
dog-friendly place, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, it's been a real pleasure to meet you. I
And
say, I
you.
say this to everyone,
Yeah.
and you can keep in touch
We will
now.
do.
And you
Yeah,
can have a
we've
look
got
on
your card.
YouTube.
Yeah.
And this bit of film will probably be on in the next 4 or 5 days because I've got to edit it all.
Yeah.
Great.
I can actually walk quicker than I can edit.
Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Really nice to meet you.
Nice to
Yeah,
meet you.
all the best.
Bye bye now. Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Len, very nice guy that I've just met, and we're near the brickworks just around the corner. And Len, you've been here several times before.
Yes.
You were saying you used to work here. What was the story behind that?
I was working for an engineering contractor who was doing quite a lot of work on the turbines at Wilfer
Yes.
power station, the nuclear power station, and myself and 5 other mechanical fitters hired out a caravan, and we stopped there. Now that was, it was the 1970s.
Wow.
And so we stayed in the caravan, and basically on the site, and we found a couple of local village pubs, but we didn't go beyond.
Right.
For the time that we were there, and I think all in all we were there over 3 months. For the time there, we didn't go even to Camaes Bay, which is just round the corner.
Yeah.
Cutting the story short, now that I've retired, my partner and myself, Barbara, we stumbled on Camaes Bay about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And since then, I've returned on my own to do some of the walks.
Yeah.
My partner's gone to the Isle of Man with her cousin this week, and so I'm here on my own.
Oh, right.
And so I've done this particular walk a couple of times from Wilfair, Camaes Bay, to Amlwch.
Yes.
Amlwch.
Yeah. It's easy
I
to
finally got it right.
It's funny, isn't it? Yeah.
And it's a delightful walk. It really is.
Yeah.
Just up the bay from Camaes Bay, there's a church there.
Right.
I'm not religious at all, but I'm just fascinated by the history and also by the structure of churches and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it's a strange place. It's called St Patrick's because apparently the tale goes that St Patrick was shipwrecked off the little island just off the coast here, and the first port of call was this particular cliff top, so much so that he sort of blessed it, and ever since there's been a church there.
Wow.
St Patrick.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, my father would have been absolutely delighted because he was from the county of Wexford in Ireland. But anyway, but each time you go there, there's a sign outside saying if you want a view, then you have to phone up.
Really?
Yes, honestly, it's so sort of rural.
Wow.
That's what you have. Anyway, I've never ever bothered.
Yeah.
Today, now I've made this walk a couple of times, more or less, and today it was open.
Fantastic.
And I went in, and there's quite a bit of history about the place. Apart from Saint Patrick, in the 1880s there was a Lord Henry. I've forgotten his second name now, and he loved the place, and he was married to a Muslim lady.
Wow.
And he was the first person in Westminster, albeit the House of Lords, to be converted to the Muslim faith.
It's been lovely talking. I could stand here and talk to you all day. And you know, the best of luck to you.
The best of luck to you.
If you don't mind me, how old are you now then?
I'm 71 in 3 weeks.
71 in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm 70 in 3 weeks.
Oh,
which is one.
August I am.
Oh, I'm July the 26th.
Yeah, I'm
Same
August
day as
the 3rd.
Mick Jagger. Oh, right. Oh, right.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're having a party in Llandudno. My daughter's coming over. And
honestly?
Yeah.
Oh, well, and there's another place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Llandudno. It's just wonderful, isn't it?
Well,
it's nice. Very different. Really.
Oh, it is. It's fantastic. Yeah. I put the Llandudno. I loaded it up onto YouTube yesterday. I was through there last Friday, and the film work is good, I've got to say, and I'll put music to it. And I went up on the cable car and everything as well, and got some really nice shots. Yeah, and that's the kind of thing, you know. And you'll find if you've just walked the Northumberland coast, as you were telling me, you'll see the full Northumberland coast on this as well. And I met a German guy, and we got together for 4 days, and we had a great time. And he was carrying an 18.5 kilo backpack.
Gee whiz.
Yeah, lovely lad though, you know. All right, mate.
Amazing.
very close to Camaes Bay now, and this is Wynne and this is Bob, and they've come up from Florida. And doing a bit of a walking. And is this your first time here, Bob, on this island?
It's the first time to Anglesey, it is, yes.
Yeah.
And we're truly enjoying it. It's a beautiful,
That's your first impressions,
That's
kind of
my
thing.
first impression.
Absolutely. And have you been to England before
Well,
doing walking holidays?
Over 30 years we've been 7 or 8 times, different sections. Haven't found anything we haven't liked.
Right.
But this is a special place out here. We like the remoteness. The weather is ideal.
Yeah.
Gosh, so many other things. The walk is spectacular.
That's
wonderful.
Absolutely. And obviously the same, you're thinking you've got the same thoughts with.
Oh, yes.
I mean, around every corner there's something that there's an absolute feast to your eyes, isn't it?
It really is.
You know, the scenery is really good. Now you tell me you've been down to Pembrokeshire. What did you think of the Pembroke walks?
I thought it was lovely. There were a lot more people, so it was more traveled.
Yes.
And maybe it was more up and down the trail itself.
Right.
More cliffs and
We do have
Right.
cliffs, that's true.
yeah,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
just stunning as well. Yeah.
Somebody told me that you do enough steps on that walk to actually walk to the top of Everest. They say you do 30,000 steps upwards. This is steps, not steps walking.
Right.
Steps upwards.
That's right.
And somebody with a Fitbit told me that it walked 29,000 feet while he was on the Pembroke walk.
They
I
did
believe
Everest that day, didn't they?
Which is quite interesting. And what about anything else? Cornwall?
Well,
Yeah, we've done.
We've done
Parts of
Cornwall,
Cornwall.
and in all 3 that you mentioned, I'd have to remark that they've done an excellent job with this trail. The coastal works is just a wonderful place to begin with, but the authorities have done a great job in putting it together, make it accessible.
Yes.
Well
Yes.
marked.
Well marked.
Yes.
That it's just a delight to be walking on.
Yes, I think that's the case definitely in North Wales and on this island. Over on the other side, I noticed that they tended to put the obvious signs in the obvious places, but the ones where they were really needed, they didn't put them, and so I went astray 2 or 3 times, and also because it's not a very good signal on your phone at times.
Oh.
And I've got the Ordnance Survey maps on the phone, and if you lose your phone, you've lost everything. So I carry a map now.
Right.
But as it happens, I've moved away from that area, and it's a much better signal now.
Yeah.
So how long are you going to be here?
We'll be here another week. Another week.
Yes.
In Wales. In Wales.
In Wales.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to meet you both, and
as well.
especially a guy who was born in 1948 like me, and
48,
is
good
70
year.
years old.
Very good year.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Yeah, it's been fabulous. I've really enjoyed our
We've
conversation.
enjoyed speaking with you.
You can keep in touch with me now when you can watch
Yes, we
YouTube.
can. We want to wish you the best of luck too.
Yeah.
You're doing a marvelous thing. And
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim. We'll look forward to following your travels
That's
on
very nice.
Facebook or
And our paths might
YouTube.
cross again.
That's true.
You
Just
never
keep your
know.
eye on purple van, exactly the same colour as your top.
Yes.
Okay, we'll keep an eye out for it.
Keep that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Bye bye now. Bye bye. Right, well, I've just met these very nice people up near the graveyard, as it happens, and Dave and Tricia, and they're from Nottingham. So you obviously like this area, then, Tricia?
Yes,
going
it's
up
wonderful. We've been coming up here for now 30 years.
30 years.
30 years, several times a year.
Really?
Just for the walking, the beautiful scenery and the beaches, really.
Yes. And the thing I've found is the people are so friendly, aren't they?
Very, very friendly,
that's
yes.
right,
We've
they
always
are.
been very welcome wherever we've gone, really.
Right.
Yes.
So in that time, have you sort of seriously made any really serious attempts to walk around the island, or have you done it in little stages?
We've done it in
Little
stages, really.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct. Yes.
Because I mean, around every corner, there's something that really feasts your eyes. The scenery
is.
is absolutely unbelievable, isn't it?
Newborough Forest
is.
is absolutely beautiful on the other side of the island.
Yeah.
Triada Bay
Yes.
and South Stack.
Yes.
Beautiful scenery over that way. A lot of canoeing, a lot of Ross Niagara for the boats.
Yes.
Orief Valley.
Right.
It's on the other
nice, yes.
coast. That's really nice to look round.
Yeah. You certainly seem to know. I mean, obviously, after 30 years of coming.
It is. It's like a
And-
second home.
Yes.
And the
Yes.
film TV series Safe House part of the film, wasn't it?
Oh yes, a lot of filming on the other side of the island as well.
Really.
Yes,
Yeah.
a recent programme was the Safe House,
Yes.
and the location was just through Triada Bay.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, that's interesting.
Yes.
So, do you have like a holiday home here or something then?
My sister has a caravan upon Island Bay,
Yes.
and we've been up there for over 30 years now.
Right.
Yeah, so we spend a lot of happy hours here, don't we?
Well, I would imagine there's been not a great deal of change. I mean, it's a very unspoiled
It's very
part,
unspoiled.
which
Yes.
you know, there's nothing really commercial about the place at all, is
Not
there?
at all, no.
You know,
I
you-
think this is the unspoilt area. When you get towards Llandudno, Rhyl, places like that, they're very
Yes.
much more
Yeah, yeah.
more
yeah.
commercialised,
Yeah.
that part of Wales.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful here. The beaches are beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice people, like you say.
Yeah, that's
Very
really
nice.
good. Well, it's been a real pleasure meeting you.
Yes, and you.
And you too.
I hope you carry on for many, many more years coming and
Thank you very
sort of
much.
seeing the place, you know.
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you travel by car then? Do you bring a
Yes.
car?
We come
do
up
you?
by car and then we just go to all the places that we like and we walk when we get to the places we like.
Yeah, that's great.
It's lovely.
Thank you very much indeed.
Yes,
Very
thank
nice
you
to
very
meet you.
much.
Thank
Lovely
you.
to meet
Thank
you.
you.